It's late night and you thought that we forgot about you folks, but we surely did not, because as for right now, it's Wellness Nerd Out time! How you guys doing today? Happy Wellness Nerd Out time, people, and today we are going to be talking about Mucuna pruriens, and spelled P-R-U-R-I-E-N-S, pruriens, you could say, Mucuna pruriens. And Mucuna pruriens is also known as velvet bean, is the other name it goes by. And velvet bean grows off of a vine, interestingly enough, and actually is very itchy to the touch due to the presence of serotonin and other substances on its cell surface, on the surface of the velvet bean. So, pretty fun fact we'll kick it off with right there. Now, when we talk about the benefits you get from Mucuna pruriens, well, there's really one major one, at least clinically, that we look at, and that is its high concentration of L-DOPA, also known as levodopa. And so what is levodopa? What is L-DOPA, if you're not familiar with it at home? Well, L-DOPA is one of the intermediates in our pathway from phenylalanine to epinephrine, and L-DOPA is a direct precursor to dopamine itself. And so we, just to reiterate, we've gone over this at One Wellness, but if you want to hear another fun fact, it goes from the pathway at least, goes from phenylalanine being converted to tyrosine, being converted to L-DOPA, aka levodopa, which is our big player today we're talking about, which is converted to the neurotransmitter dopamine, which is then converted to norepinephrine, and then eventually epinephrine, aka adrenaline. But we can stop short in this pathway. We don't have to go all the way, and so it has been said, and it has been shown clinically, that supplementation with L-DOPA or levodopa containing substances and supplements and substances have been shown to increase dopamine levels. And so that's our big thing here with Mucuna pruriens, is increasing dopamine levels. So what is dopamine? Well, we know that dopamine is our major, pleasure neurotransmitter. It's involved with reward, it's involved in arousal, it's involved in motor movement, right? Cognitive executive functioning, so the collection of cognitive processes in our brain that are controlling how our brain gears us up to achieve a common goal, in simple terms, right? So there's a lot that could go wrong if we had a dopamine deficiency. And what is one disease that we know that has a dopamine deficiency? It's Parkinson's disease, right? And we all know that. And so with Parkinson's, we get those tremors, right? The shakes, right? Especially when we're trying to make a movement, and then we get the shakes. We get that shuffling gait, right? That shuffling gait, the dead arm walk sometimes, right? So we have these motor movements. We have all these issues. As we've said just now, all the things that dopamine controls in the body, we can have all those types of issues, right? And so what we do with patients with Parkinson's is we try to supplement them with levodopa or L-DOPA, L-DOPA, to increase the dopamine levels, to alleviate these symptoms. And Mucuna pruriens has been shown to go toe-to-toe with pretty potent pharmaceuticals at relieving symptoms of patients with Parkinson's disease, at relieving symptoms of Parkinson's disease in patients. That's a powerful statement. I mean, to be equal to pharmaceuticals, to be a natural thing like that is incredible, and it just goes to show you what we can find in nature and the steps and precautions, that we can take before we move to medication, before we move to things like surgery in general and things like that, right? What's up, Sammy? How you doing? Thanks for hopping on, man. So when we talk about the dosage of Mucuna pruriens, well, you could start out with an equal dosage to your supplement that, or your prescribed medication, right? That would be giving you higher amounts of L-DOPA, right? That's what some sources say, but the safest way to go about it would be to actually start with half of that amount, because of the fact that Mucuna pruriens, it has it has other compounds in it like carbidopa that enhance the effects of levodopa or L-Dopa. So we actually want to start with half, and the number usually we talk about when starting is 5 grams. So it's a good amount. It's hard to supplement that much with a whole other stack of things, so generally it's taken on its own in the treatment for Parkinson's disease to increase dopamine levels is Mucuna pruriens, aka velvet bean. And again, we could start at 5 grams, even plus upwards of that, with the powdered extract. So you could start with that, with the powdered extract, and you're actually better off with the extract than you are with having the beans themselves. And this is a rare case at Wend Wellness where we say usually you want to get it from food, but if you were to cook up those velvet beans, then actually you would destroy the L-Dopa in them. So it'd be counterintuitive. It wouldn't make any sense, right? The cooking's good because it denatures proteins and it helps us break those down. But we're destroying the L-Dopa. That's the major active ingredient we're looking, for benefits from here. So it wouldn't really make any sense. You're better off taking that powdered extract. And again, for the purpose of increasing dopamine, you would actually want to start at about half the dosage of the equivalent supplement or pharmaceutical that's for L-Dopa. That's just taking pure levodopa or L-Dopa, because we have things like carbidopa that enhance L-Dopa's effects in Mucuna pruriens. Who do we got on here today? Let's say hi to the people. Where are you? Ellery Parker, how you doing? Sammy, I said hi to you already. What's up, buddy? Nat Miscellaneous, how you doing? Natty, what's up? You're not miscellaneous, you're great. Co-CEO of Wend Wellness right there, Natalie Wen. She's a beast, she's great. I love her. Mark Seeger, how you doing? Thank you guys for hopping on. Thank you very much. Fantastic quick discussion. I hope you got something out of it. We'll see you tomorrow, folks. Have a great rest of your night, and happy Wend Wellness. Thank you. Mucuna pruriens is great.